Alright? Want to say all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. The honors to the apostles, was a quanium of great millstone of well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. I came out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemala to Panama, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, Argentinians, Chileans, Colombians, Uruguay, and Mexicans of predominantly Negro and indigenous descent. You understand? I'm proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So hey, whatever brothers have, go into it, man.
Alright, this is Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Virgin daughter of Babylon is who? America, man. Why? Because America has not been touched by foreign infiltration, by foreign troops, man. You understand? The mainland of America, predominantly what they call the continuous 48 United States, because America did get attacked in Hawaii by Japan, but that's not on the contiguous United States, what they call the 48, lower 48. You understand? So that's why the scriptures refer to America as the virgin daughter of Babylon, because it has not been touched by foreign infiltration. But that's going to soon be changed, man. Like a lot of brothers are saying, man, a lot of these migrants, a lot of the migrants are possibly sleeper cells, man. You have Chinese coming through, you have a lot of Africans coming through, a lot of Venezuelans, wild Asherites from down there from Venezuela, beating up cops, jumping people in the middle of Times Square, man. You understand? So hey, Lord knows what they're gonna do when all hell break loose, man. Because they come from third world countries where hey, violence is an everyday occurrence, man. Dead bodies in the street is an everyday occurrence, man. You understand? So the Lord's setting things up for a big shebang in these last days and times, you understand?
Yeah, that's a part of that confusion. That's what the word, Babylon means. It goes back to the Hebrew word babal, which means confusion. So it says, "Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate."
This is going into what? The downfall of displacement, the downfall of America, man. Because unbeknownst to you people, man, the way of living is not going to continue on forever. New York City, Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles, the way of being is not going to be here for much longer, man. Going to work every day to serve the so-called white man, you know what I mean? So on and so forth. This way of life, it is not going to be here much longer, man. Especially for the Israelites, man, working for the heathen. That's going to be a thing of the past real soon, man. You understand?
Yeah. It says, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers."
So basically expose America for all the dirt that she has been doing across the planet. So you have all of these different nations coming up against Babylon, coming up against America. You have Russia, China, Iran. What do they refer to America as over there in the Middle East? The Great Satan, man. You understand? So America, wicked deeds and wicked things, even to the common citizens, is being exposed, man. Day in and day, what they did to the tribes, you know what I mean? The Seminole Indians, the North American Indians, the Negroes, all of that is being exposed day in and day out, man. You understand?
Yeah, that ties in with what the Lord said through Jeremiah. I believe when he got to Jeremiah 49, verse 7 on down, the Lord said that he was going to make Esau bare. As in, make him naked, strip him, like he said, expose him. And this is pretty much where the servants, the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai come into the picture, because it's us that's actually revealing to the world who the so-called white man actually is, according to the Bible. And they're the descendants of Esau, Edom, which is the wicked in the Bible, right? So we play a major role in that exposure. So it says, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man.
Because the Lord ain't coming back to come to the United Nations down there in Manhattan. You know what I mean? To come to try to plead to let the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans go. Man. No, the Lord coming back with tens of thousands of angels, man. And He's gonna smoke you up, man. He's gonna vaporize you Edomites and you different heathen powers, man. Kim Jong-un, the Ayatollah of Iran, all these kings of the heathens are gonna be subdued, man. That's why Yahweh's title is what? King of Kings, Lords of Lords, man. And that ain't no Selassie, man. That's Yahweh, man. You understand? When you bugged out Rastas out there, man.
Yep. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh of hosts, is his name.
So the Lord is our Redeemer, Yahweh, man. I mean, doing the will of his Father, Yahweh. You understand? He's our Redeemer. You understand? The conquering lion from the tribe of Judah is coming back to deliver the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And that's who he died for, man. I mentioned this before, but there's a tribe down there in Panama. They have it where their God that they worship, he said, which is Yahweh Shai, he came down and died for their people, man. That shows you that they're the tribes, man. How else would they get a belief system like that, man? You understand? Their God came down and died for their people, man. Yeah. That has to be Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, that has to be Yahweh Shai. When you go to John, the 10th chapter, Yahweh Shai said that I have other sheep that are not of this fold.
God.
What did he mean by that? He was speaking about the northern kingdom of Israel, man.
Got it.
Because there was, you got it, bro.
So like, and they ain't no Mongolians, man. Because they teach you that in school. They crossed the Bering Strait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they came to North America, Central America, and South America, man. But even according to all the tribes' history, they tell you they came from South America, man. Which makes sense, because when you go through the journey that's written up in the Apocrypha, it tells you they came around, entered into Euphrates, came around the coast of Africa. And when you come from the southern Africa, the first continent right there is South America, man. Argentina, that's the south, and that's according to the prophecy of Naphtali too, man. He shall possess the south and the west, man. Which is the southernmost part and the westernmost part, so to speak, of this side of the planet is what? Argentina and Chile, man. You know what I mean? So they started settling, going up. The tribes started taking their inheritance, going up from South America, Central America, the Caribbean, North America, man, up to Canada. You understand?
I got you right here. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, in verse 40. Let me start at, verse 39.
Because they teach that in school heavy, man. We all learn how the Native Americans came from Mongolia, man. Or that's why the Chinese looking, so to speak, man. Nah, really why some of them might have that look is because of the miscegenation going way back.
Well, there's more than the tribe of Gad. The tribe of Gad might have, they don't even really look like people. But
some of them might, but still, for the most part, you can tell, you can clearly see the difference, man.
Hey, well, some of them kind of do look like them so-called the Moabites. You go back to the ancient maps, you see where the tribe of Gad dwelt, the tribe of Reuben dwelt, right on the coast of Moab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Point.
So you can see, okay, that's a fine-ass Moabite or, you know what I'm saying, Ammonite woman. I'm going to go ahead and get with it. What happens through the generations, they start to look like it, little by little.
Rehoboam.
Yeah.
Rehoboam, Solomon's son, his mom was an Ammonite. So
he
didn't look like a straight up, it was like he had to have the features. Even Boaz and Ruth.
Oh, yeah.
So he had to have some of them
genetics,
some goop features.
So he had it in his blood, man.
He had it in his blood.
His grandmother and his Rehoboam, his grandmother and his mother, man. Nah, I mean,
They call it Blackanese.
nah,
Yeah, black and
But again, that's just one tribe. There's more than the tribe of Gad. Amongst the northern kingdom of Israel. You know, you got Simeon, you got Ephraim.
You know, Janae Aiko.
Yeah, Jenny.
She got the chicky eyes, the almond eyes.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that, man. A lot of people got Tiger.
Yeah,
His
Tiger.
mom's Thailand or something like that.
China.
Tiger Woods.
Oh, Tiger Woods.
His mom, his father came
And
back.
he married an Asian woman. And his children.
Yeah, his mom was, that's right. He married a white bitch. He
Oh, okay.
some Swedish bitch.
Well, his children kind of look like Moabites, like that Asian look. Yeah,
Oh, like the singer Neo. His father's, Jake, and his mother's, I think she's Ammon or Moab.
Oh, damn, I ain't know that.
Neo.
Jake. Khan.
I got you. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and I'm starting at verse 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
Kind of 10 tribes referring to the northern kingdom of Israel. And the reason why he says 10 is because the tribe of Dan was included in that. And our son said that made it 10 tribes. But right now it's 9 of the northern kingdom.
It says, which were carried away prisoners.
They were carried away prisoners during the time of the Assyrians, man. Shalmaneser and them Dans right there. You understand? Which were, they were brutal, man. The Assyrians, they were known for their brutality, man. You understand?
It says, out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king,
Kind of going into the conquering of Samaria by the Assyrians.
whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Going into the waters, going to the Euphrates, into the northern land is the lands of the Americas, brother.
But they took this counsel among
Also, like you're going into another land was the land of Assyria, but then they're gonna take the counsel to go into the Americas, so like
Yes, exactly.
So it says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into the further country where never mankind dwelt.
Kind of now they didn't know about this country, this land, because during the time of Solomon, the Canaanites, and you know there was Israelites amongst them, of course, was coming over to this side of the world to get the riches, the different gold, lumber, so on and so forth, to build up Jerusalem. And so they knew about the journey, they knew about uninhabited lands where never mankind dwelt because of during the time of Solomon.
Solomon's navy.
Solomon's navy,
Hiram.
Hiram, the Canaan,
So it says, but they took this counsel among themselves.
And they, through the spirit, Hiram's mother was from the tribe of Naphtali, if I'm not mistaken, which is what? Northern Kingdom. So he had tie in right there, man. You understand?
It says,
But that still made him he was still a heathen.
Yeah, he was still a heathen.
Because,
Can't.
your lineage,
By the
your
father's
father.
side, yeah.
Numbers 1 and 18 told you that.
Can't.
not like these Amalekites. They go off on their mother's side, right? So it says, verse 42, it says that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So they were seeking to be able to keep the laws of the quote-unquote laws of Moses, the laws of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because they wouldn't be able to do so in the land of Assyria, because the land of Assyria was heathens, man. And you had to do what the heathens, your conquerors, did, man. Worship those gods of the Assyrians, so on and so forth.
It says, and they entered into the Euphrates.
And if you had a map, I mean, different elders done went through this, man. They show you the map, and they basically show you the track, man. You understand?
Yeah, the river Euphrates pretty much goes down through modern day Iraq. It goes through that area and goes, like you said, goes
Persian Gulf
through the
and around Africa.
Exactly. It's a very narrow river itself. It's very narrow.
Now it's dried up.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's a prophecy also.
It's according to the prophecy, right in Revelation. You know? It says,
Because that's where the ground battle was going to take place. You know, the boots on the ground concerning World War III. It's going to start off as a ground battle, and then it's going to escalate to a nuclear war. Right?
It says, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them.
So the Lord put different signs in the sky to direct them to this side of the world.
And held still the flood
So kept it calm, no storms and stuff, so they don't get destroyed, man.
till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsarat.
About a year and a half journey to the Americas. And that same year and a half was accounted for in the time of Solomon, man, to get to this side of the world, man. To show you they already know about it.
3 years.
3 years, which is 3 years wrong trip. A year and a half there, a year and a half there, a year and a half back.
Right.
Understand? So
Yeah.
that
I got something for you,
Come.
bro. Which links up with that. This is Deuteronomy 29. And I start at verse 26. It says, For they went and served other gods and worshipped them, gods whom they knew not, and whom he had not given unto them. And the anger of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against this land, to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book. And the Lord Yahweh rooted them out of their land in anger and in wrath and in great indignation, and cast them into another land, as it is this day.
And so that happened to the children of Israel, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. You know what I mean? And we're not in the land for the most part. Man. You have a few jakes over there in Israel, but as a bulk, as a majority, Israelites is not inhabiting the land of Israel. You understand? And that's going back to what? Us transgressing against the will of Yahweh Shai, worshiping other gods.
I got you right here. Thank you. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Constantly, the children of Israel and children of Judah is what? The southern and the northern kingdom, man. And we oppressed together to this day, man. You go to the Bronx, you go to Brooklyn, you have Jake's all up in there. Jake's in the projects of the Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, you know what I mean, catching hell, man. Being oppressed together, blacks and Puerto Ricans, specifically, man. So to speak, the head of the southern kingdom, Negroes, so-called Judites and Ephraimites, so-called Puerto Ricans, being oppressed. Hey, Harlem is split like that. You have West Harlem or Central Harlem, which is the Harlem as we know, which is Negroes, man. That's where you had the Harlem Renaissance, all these guys like Langston Hughes, Madam C.J. Walker, so on and so forth, Malcolm X, all them guys.
Albert Bivens.
Yeah, Khan. Mainly.
Yeah, namely.
Yep. Khan. Came up what in Harlem, man. And then you have East Harlem, man. And you have Puerto Ricans out there, which East Harlem is through, man. You know what I mean? That place is drugged out, bugged out, man. But that's where you had Puerto Ricans, man. They call it Spanish Harlem, yeah.
El Barrio, right?
Spanish Harlem. And you have a lot of Cubans out there too, man. You have Ephraim, but you have a lot of Cubans out there too in East Harlem, man. But that's to show you through the spirit what you have the Southern Kingdom, Judah and Ephraim, man, in Harlem, man. Spiritual, man.
It says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
They refused to let us go. That's why we're still there to this day, man. We're still here to this day, man. And we're not too far from Harlem right now, man. But we're still here to this day, man. Catching hell. But Lord's will, hey, we're gonna soon be delivered out of this place, man.
Yeah, part of them refusing to let us go too is them not giving us the knowledge, because that's how we're truly free. Yahweh Shai said in John 8 about how you shall know the truth and the truth shall set or make you free. So, our oppressors, namely Esau, Edom, and the other nations, they haven't actually told our people who they are. So our people are not spiritually free. They're not free through their mind. And that's where the freedom starts, man. Knowing who you are, knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite, knowing that the Bible, that's our constitution. Israelite is our nationality. Hebrew is our language, and the Bible is pretty much our book of laws. It's our constitution of laws.
Can I say something real quick? Being that you said that Hebrew is our language, there's been a lot of debate. A lot of people talk about the Vikings, whether or not the Vikings were so-called Negroes, so on and so forth. Don't you know when you go into that Nordic language, you look up the Viking alphabet, it's similar, very similar to the Hebrew alphabet, man. Right? The Vikings were so-called Negroes that were boatmen. They could have learned it from Hiram Abiff, who knows? All right? It's Hiram Abiff, that Hamite, he was a boatman. All right? David called him his friend. And then Solomon, used him for work to come over here and to pretty much bring the goods from this land over and back over to our land in Israel. That's how you have them Olmec heads over here.
Yeah.
They came and did what a heathen would do, set up idols and statues. You know what I'm saying? Those ain't Negro statues. Those are Olmec, Hamitic statues, man. You know, so they had to be over here for a little while. You know, and they said, you know, let's get back on over here. You know. Yeah.
Kind of, you have a lot of jakes bugged out over that, man. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we were here first. You know what I mean? Negroes were here first. Nah, those were Hamites that they didn't dwell here. They were just passing through, man. You understand? Sorry,
No, I was gonna say, well, dark skinned people were here.
well, the natives are dark skinned, yeah. Hey, shit.
Yeah.
I was watching the Seminoles. The Seminoles are hella dark skinned, man. The Seminole Indians, man.
All the tribes.
They
were
are
there.
hella
One
dark
time
skinned. Dark skinned. But I mean, like actually, like with the so-called straight as shit, but dark skin as hell, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, the tribes are dark skinned or different shades of brown, so to speak, man. But really, you can't get too caught up on that dark skin, light skin shit, anyways, man. You understand?
And why is
That's
that?
about being an Israelite.
That's because it's the
That's about the
curses.
seed.
And the curses, you know,
Can't.
our people being scattered amongst the nations.
Can't. Because even in the kingdom, everybody ain't gonna be jet black. You know what I mean?
Where's the
That's
sniper?
different shades of brown, man. You understand?
Yeah, you got charcoal black or charcoal brown, or if you will. Then you got chocolate brown, mahogany brown, cognac, you know. You got different shades of brown, man.
I got you right here. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, behold, ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously.
Can't hear about the heathens talking about Israelites scattered amongst the heathen.
For I will work in your days, which you will not believe, though it be told you.
So the Lord working at work right now, man. Raises back up to 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? This is the unbelievable thing. Even Esau said it, man. I think the elders of the apostles already said, man. It was like, damn, how you guys found out about this, man? You pay billions of dollars to keep this knowledge from you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you tribes with. But the most I put it on the spring, like men like Elder Abba Bivens, Elder High Priest Ariel, specifically to put this sign together, man.
That's the power of prophecy. When you go to Ezekiel 37, read about the valley and the dry bones that's in that valley, referring to our people, being in their dead state of mind, not knowing who they are, but coming back to who they are. Mainly the elect. That's what's happening right now. It's prophecy. It's the will of Yahweh Bashanah Shai, man.
And the 12 tribe sign is on point. It's on point.
Also the fact that, you know, knowing that you're going to see Israelites that's going to look like the heathens.
Yeah.
That's a work in itself that you ain't going to believe in these days.
Yeah.
Especially if you bring somebody from back then in the ancient world, bring them here. You know, that's why who was it? Apostle John. When he said, "Who are these?" Like, you know, the multitude. Thou knowest, because there's gonna be a point where it's gonna be like, damn, you got certain men that, you know, they're gonna have the spirit of Israel, but they're not gonna look like your particular Israelite. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look like of the heathens. You know, and that was the whole thing with the mystery of the Gentiles, especially when Peter seen the vision. You know, and you know, you got these Christians believing that what Peter was saying was speaking about unclean foods. No, that was a metaphor of basically heathens, that Israelites that look like heathens. All right, basically they're gonna come into the fold, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that? Because you have Israelites out there that look like some East Indian people,
Right, they were scattered.
that look like some Chinese people, and the list goes on. That look like our enemy, Esau, Edom. You know? Yet they're Israelites according to their father's lineage. That's right. I got something for you. Amos 9 and verse 11, it says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David."
Kind of tabernacle of David, going into what? 12 tribes, the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, 144,000.
That is fallen.
Can't we fell.
Yep. and close up the breaches thereof.
Can't close up the divisions amongst the tribes. No more southern and northern kingdom. Just 12 tribes of Israel, the house of David.
And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Can't build it as in the days of old when we were one people, the nation of Israel, 12 tribes of the nation of Israel once again. And that's how it's going to be for perpetuity. 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, house of David, the kingship of the house of David. Right?
Hey, that's how you know the Lord is an enemy unto Esau, because it says the opposite in Malachi 1. It speaks about how Esau will build, but the Lord will throw down. But here the Lord says he's going to build up the tabernacle of David. So the Lord is this is another Israel only scripture, man. You know, that he's dealing with his people, man. Only. It says, I will raise up his ruins and build it as in the days of old, that they may pardon, that they may possess the remnant of Edom.
The remnant of Edom, we're going to possess them. We're going to have them as captives, as slaves, as servants. That's what the word possess means, to own. We're going to own Edom, Edomites. And who are Edomites? So-called Caucasian people.
And what else? There's one other thing that you missed. The land.
Oh, okay, come. Yeah, I was thinking that.
The land. You know?
Yeah.
It says, let me read it again.
That's because it said the south of Judah.
Judah should possess the south.
That's exactly it.
That's
As
says-
south of Judah is the land of Edom.
Yeah.
So that's going to become the land of Judah. It's going to be incorporated into the land of Judah, the land of Edom.
It says, and rightly so,
Done.
because Judah's the head tribe.
Yep.
It says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord, that doeth this.
Can't see the heathen that are called by the Lord name is Israelite foreigners. You know what I mean? Because you have jigs amongst the heathen like we was going into. And they're going to be left amongst them as part of conquering of the heathen nations. Understand?
It says, behold, the days comes, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
The plowman is what? The servant. Who are the servants in this society? Jig, blacks, Puerto Ricans, West Indians, so on and so forth. Man. But overtake the reaper. Who's the reaper? Who's getting all the money? Who's the tax collectors, man? Who collecting your taxes, man? The government, man. Who runs the government? The so-called white man. Ain't no jigs running the government.
Yeah. And another thing, when you go to all these various different restaurants, who do you see in the back, man?
Jake.
Mainly
Issachar.
Jake, but mainly Issachar. Mainly these so-called restaurants.
Hey, you go to the best of the best place. You go to 5-star restaurants, 5-star hotels. There's nothing but Jake up in there working, man.
Yeah.
Working for the elites of Edom, man. For the rich or for the, so on and so forth, man. You would think it would be Edomites. Nah, man, you don't see the Edomites working in these high-class places as doormen, as concierges. Hey, the manager of the concierges, he'll be an Edomite watching over the so-called black woman, the so-called Puerto Rican woman. But in terms of the front line, it's Jake, man. You know what I mean? Servants, the waiters at the restaurants, cooks in the back. You know what I mean? Yeah, the manager of the restaurant, he'll be an Edomite, a devil, but it'll be all Jakes, man, as his workers, man. And that's what you see, man. I'm sure the construction sites are sure the same thing too, man. You have Jake working there, and then you might have an Edomite, that's the foreman or whatever, watching over Jake, man. You know what I mean? Same, all these jobs are like that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at the sports thing. Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley. What the fuck Ernie ever do?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck that cracker ever do? He ain't never
White
done
face.
shit. He ain't never shot a basketball probably in his life. And he up there with the likes of them. I mean, Charles Barkley ain't got no ring. But
He's a hell of a player.
yeah, he was a hell of a player. He could tell you the ins and outs of basketball. What the hell Ernie ever do? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never done shit. You just a cracker face there to serve as a master over them so-called Negroes.
God.
So like you said, man, ain't nothing different, man.
Yeah, and you see that all over, man. Esau gotta be up in there, man. Same thing at the time of Herod. Herod was up in there, lording over Jake, man. You're gonna see that everywhere you go, man. Even when you go to these Jake countries, man. You more than likely you're gonna have a tear as the president or the prime minister, you know, or some sellout Negro, some sellout Hispanic.
Oh,
And
that's like curse in Deuteronomy. He shall be the head,
Yeah.
and he shall be the tail. You know, what a tail right now.
can't.
Just know you got a damn Amalekite somewhere in the midst.
Yeah.
Can't. Can't. What do that?
Yep. It says, "Behold, the day shall come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt, and I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel."
Can't. So the Lord is going to take us out of captivity. That's why he said, bring again me to take us out of captivity. Because root through it, we are yet this day in our captivity, subject to payments. You know, you have to pay your rent, your light bill, your taxes, so on. I say, Esau getting your money, going back to the taxes. Esau getting your taxes, I mean your money before you even see it, man. You get your paycheck after taxes, man. So you don't even get a chance to pay your taxes yourself, man. He taking the shit for you, man. Like, nah, hell no, I'm gonna take that shit and then give you the aftermath, man. You understand? You got something to say?
No.
Well, that's in Haggai, you know, it says,
A bag with holes,
a
man.
bag of holes, man. You know?
Can't.
And when you think you got money coming in, it's going right back out. It's the first of them, man. Wake up. It says, now you got it, bro.
I got it. This is the Ecclesiastes chapter 10. We'll start at verse 6. It says, "Folly is set in great dignity."
Can't. Folly is set in great dignity, man. And one of the main follies of this world is what? Sports. Yeah, we watch sports, but it's really folly, man. Basketball, football, soccer, boxing. It's all folly, man. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers making millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars to dribble a ball up and down the court, man.
Yeah, that's why what was that? That Edomite chick told LeBron,
Oh, shut up and dribble.
just shut up and dribble.
Laura Ingram, man.
You know, because that's how they look at you, you Jakes, man. You know, because you're basically just a pawn in
gesture.
gesture, a pawn in Esau's plot of keeping the people asleep, keeping the people distracted.
You're just an entertainment.
Yeah,
You're a part of what they call bread and circuses.
yeah, bread and circus.
Which goes back to what? The ancient Roman Empire. That's how we know that we're in the Roman Empire all over again. Because the elites of that world, they distracted the people by what? Through the circuses. The circuses of those days was what? The Colosseums, the different gladiator sports. The modern day gladiator sports would be
MMA.
boxing, MMA, then you've got, like you said, soccer, what we call football in England, basketball, so on and so forth, which is distracting the people as to what the elites are really doing. And what they're really doing is what? Bringing about their new world order behind the scenes. You know?
It says, "And the rich sit in low places."
Kind of the rich, who the real rich, the Israelites, man. We sit in low place, we all jacked up, man, for the most part. So, yeah, you got Jakes, some Jakes are doing better than most Jakes, but as a conglomerate, hey, we on the bottom, man. I'm catching hell.
"I have seen servants upon horses."
Hey, that's how the Israelite woman belongs dressing, man.
Yeah, she was dressed decent. That's how you're supposed to be dressed.
She has got long hair.
Yeah.
She alright, man.
She had, you know, her neck was a little bit too up. You know, she had that proud neck. That neck was just a little bit too high, but give her a pass.
Pass. It says, read it again. It says, "I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth."
God. Hey, a reggae singer, and then a woman, he said, Gregory Isaacs, man, he was like, yo, basically you have to give the sisters take a little longer to do the works of the Most High, man. Basically, you kind of have to have like leeway with the so-called woman, man. You know what I mean? Which is true. You understand?
Well, that's what we want from the Lord. We want the Lord to have leeway and mercy with us.
Because we have to understand too, as we were talking about this in the chat a while back, brothers was going into it, a woman's righteousness is not going to be the same as a man's righteousness, man. Just like a man's righteousness ain't going to be the same as Yahweh Shai's righteousness, man. You know what I mean?
And
So,
also, that mercy is about to be cut off. So in a minute,
It's gonna be where ain't gonna be no mercy.
Can't.
You know?
You gotta seek the Lord now.
Wow, make it count.
Can't. Gotta get back to Kushon.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses.
Can't servants upon horses. Horses represent a position of power, man. And who are those servants? Esau, Edom, man. And you saw that in plain sight during the time of slavery, man. You had Edomites, overseers upon horses with shotguns, watching over Negroes picking cotton, man. And you have that in prisons now, man. Down south, in Louisiana, there's a prison called Angola Prison, man.
Oh, that's
They make them wear pink. Inmates wear pink.
They make them pick cotton, man.
Yeah.
And you have East Edomites upon horses watching Jake pick cotton, tomatoes, so on and so forth, man. You understand? To this day, man. You understand?
And they had the nerve to build monuments to project that image. Like when you had
Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt,
Oh, the guy
Central Park West, the museum over there. They used to have a statue, a monument, where you had him on the horse.
Yeah.
You had Gad
Right.
on, I think either Judah or Gad on the right, you know,
Yeah.
on either side of him, representing that scripture there.
That's right.
When Esau's the servant, the elder shall serve the younger. Genesis 25.
Can't.
It says, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Can't. We're the princes, the Israelites, but we walking as servants, man. We building up this man's society, man.
Joshua Holler.
I mean, we servants of this man's society, man. You have Jakes coming from these different countries to what? Be servants unto Esau, Edom. They're not coming up here to be wealthy or live good, man. No, they're coming up here to work, to build up America, man. To be servants unto the so-called white man, man. So you have the scripture, Ephraim bring his children to
The murderer.
murder. Which when you go into the tribe of Ephraim, there are more Ephraimites in America than there are Ephraimites in the land of Puerto Rico. When you do the statistics, you understand?
Which the name Ephraim, that ties in with his name, Aparim, which means fruitful, like you said. They bring forth many seeds, man, children, amongst the tribe of Ephraim. So for reasons.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
That was it on that.
What was you reading there, bro?
That was Ecclesiastes 10 and 5.
Yeah. Well, since we brought that out, let's go to Genesis 25 and verse 19. It says, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister of Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
So let's go into the story of Isaac and Rebekah going into Jacob and Esau.
Deception.
They come to fruition of Jacob and Esau, the nation of Jacob and this nation of Esau.
Yep. It says, and the children struggled together within her.
So even in the womb, Jacob and Esau was at war, man. So this is war from since the womb, man.
In certain translations, it says it was like a death fight, you know, a fight unto the death in the womb. Which that's spiritual because that goes back to the tug of war between Cain and Esau. Cain and Abel. You know, those two opposing spirits. You know, Cain being of the wicked.
They didn't come back reincarnated.
Exactly. Yeah, they came back reincarnated in the form of Jacob and Esau. And Jacob being the righteous man. So it's all spiritual. So it says, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
And so if this was a blessing, why is all this turmoil in my stomach? In my womb?
It says, and she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, now it's important you get understanding of what we're reading here, because it wasn't that the Lord, the Heavenly Father, was directly to Isaac and Rebekah. No. The the Lord was speaking through a prophet, a man of the Lord. So how does the Lord speak? He always speaks through his men. Hosea 12 and 10, Luke 1 and 17, you know. Yeah, man. The Lord always has representatives on the earth. And today's no different. You know? We're those same representatives. Lord, we're the men of the Lord. So it says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
So 2 nations. And the Lord can do that, man, because Jake, Black Consciousness community, they got simple about that. Damn, well, Jacob and Esau brothers, how can they be 2 different people? Because the Lord could do that, man. The Lord could separate brothers into 2 different nations. And the Lord does that, man. The Lord did that, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, because some people get tripped up. Say, how is that Esau father is Isaac? So how he's not an Israel? Because he's a nation, different nation.
What
different nation? The Lord said He separated two nations, man, of men of people, man.
Another example of that is Lot.
Lot.
Yeah.
Moab.
That's right.
And
And
so the Lord can do it easily.
right. So Lot is an Israelite, right?
Yeah.
But the point is that what He says is a nation. That's the beginning of a different nation.
The origin.
It's the origin of a nation.
Even going further back than that, you've got
Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
That's
Ham,
it.
Shem, and
Yeah,
Japheth.
yeah, going
back to Noah's sons.
All the nations are like, really
Exactly.
come like that, man.
Exactly.
There was a separation that the Lord made, man.
that's all it is.
Oh, let me bring this out real quick.
Because you was like, well, damn, any Ham, Shem, and Japheth the same.
Yeah, they get tripped up. But we all come out of, you know what I'm saying, one.
But the Lord divided, that's
right.
the thing.
That's what I'm about to bring up. Deuteronomy 32.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 32, and we'll start at verse 7. It says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when He separated the sons of Adam.
So the Lord uses separation, man. Because separation is order, man. I can remember the brother Shaman, he was going into this, man. You go to the supermarket, there's different aisles, man. Because if you have every fucking thing,
Right.
you have the fruit section with the detergent section, that's madness, man. You have separation. Aisles are, the stuff in the supermarket, groceries are separated according to their particular category. Same thing with people. People are separated according to their kind, man. Everything is like that, man. You don't go to a BMW dealership and you're gonna see a Honda there, man. You know what I mean?
You might.
A
Kia
No,
dealership.
there's dealership.
If there's like a parent company.
Yeah, there's dealerships with that just sell cars, but even those kind of they're not held in prestige, man. Like they have like different type of cars. It's just a car dealership, man.
Right.
But the dealerships that held in prestige is like, yeah, you have a Tesla. Yeah, I got that from the Tesla itself, man. You know what I mean? Or I have a Lamborghini. I got it from Lamborghini itself. I didn't get it from a third party, man. You know what I mean?
Pure, so to
It's
speak.
pure, yeah.
It's
You want it
purebred,
straight
yeah.
from the source. So they get an Apple iPhone.
Right.
You don't want to go to one of these corner mobile stores and get an Apple iPhone, man. Nah, you want to go to Apple itself and get you the Apple iPhone.
Well, you're not going to go to the Nike store and get an Adidas.
Yeah,
Right.
can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Can't.
You might get it. You're right.
Can't.
You might get it used and go somewhere and get it used.
Yeah.
You wanna when 0 mileage, you know.
You want it straight
You go
to
the source.
straight from the source, man. The shit say, yeah, this is it.
So it says He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Can't. So you set the bounds of the people, man. Separate the different peoples, man. So yes, the Lord can separate 2 brothers to be 2 different nations, man.
Right.
The Lord does that, man.
That's exactly
Another simple thing people will say, well, if Esau was the only so-called white man, he mixed with they had the different people who were dark skinned, so that means his children will come out dark skinned. You have to use common sense. The Lord made it for a time when Edomites were coming out without leprosy until it became enough in number to where the Lord can stop it, where if an Edomite has a child with a dark skinned person, the child can come out mixed race looking, but you have to use common sense. The Lord made it as to where to a certain amount of time, once you got with an Edomite, your child was gonna come out as looking like an Edomite.
Yeah, that's an excellent point you made right there, because the Lord had to establish that curse that He set on Cain that mark that you put upon Cain, you have to establish that throughout the earth. So you can actually identify who the wicked are. So there's a reason why so-called white people don't have no melanin. Lack pigmentation, because it goes back to the curse of Cain, your forefather, your fugitives, you know. And it was really set up for the men of the Lord to identify who the wicked are, because the average person out there doesn't know who Esau is or who Cain is.
Because even before they were king, he was the serpent.
Yeah.
He was the serpent of people that had melanin.
Now brown skin.
Right.
Yeah.
They would have melanin, but they had the wicked evil spirit in them. You know.
Yeah. But
So,
today,
like you said, the Lord
Lord
had
put that mark
right. The
on
Lord
it.
had to bring back Esau, come back as the so-called first white man on the earth to basically, you know, live that, basically to live out that curse of Cain. You know, with the lack of melanin.
in which they're not white. You know,
Yeah.
white represents purity.
Yeah.
When your forefather came out, the name that was given to him was Esau, as we're going to read. You know, let's just keep reading on. It says, Genesis 25 and 23, it says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Can't be separated. So 2 nations, 2 manner of people shall be separated.
Yeah, manner of people meaning they got different characteristics. The way we talk as a people is different to the way the so-called white man talks. The way we eat our food, the type of things that we like,
The spirit is different.
the spirit is completely different. So we're 2 different
Adverse.
pieces.
And that's how we can, like, you know, somebody might say, oh, that's a white man, and we might say, nah, that's an Israelite.
Yeah,
Because
exactly,
of the mannerism or the characteristics in that person.
Yeah.
Like when we say, you know, Bruce Lee, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, or Eminem, that's a better
Yeah, you can stop it at Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
His spirit,
Right.
as an Israelite, was emitting out of his. You
Right.
can just tell that
Yeah.
that's an Israelite. There's no doubt about it.
His
That's
quotes,
an Israelite. His
certain
quotes,
quotes that he made.
just the way he was, his whole being, his aura,
Exactly.
his aura.
So Romans 8 and 16, the spirit bears witness. You know what I mean?
So it reads on to say, and the one shall be stronger than the other people.
God, who's stronger, man? And that's scientifically proven, man. Because Edomites back prior to like the 1960s, 1950s, the early 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, when they had Jake in slavery, they would say that Jake was physically inferior to Edomites, man. That was the whole thing, man. Until mans like Jack Johnson came along and started fucking these Edomites up, man. Before the war, man. God, Hitler was doing that with a superior Aryan race, man. You know what I mean? And then Jesse Owens, man, dusted him, man. And now when you look at Olympics, man, you see the 100 meter, the 200 meter sprints, who you see? Judites, Benjamites. You know what I mean? You have a Nigerian up in there. Straight up Jakes, man. Southern Kingdom, man. Southern Kingdom Jakes, man. You know what I mean? You don't see not one white boy in there.
Northern Kingdom got their own sports too. They got, you know what I'm saying?
Soccer. Yeah.
They got how you call it?
Baseball.
Baseball, things like that.
Boxing.
Boxing, yeah, they nice with gloves too.
But it's Jake. Jake is known for being a physically superior people onto this day, man. Hey, I was watching Salakia.
The gladiators, man, the ancient gladiators. You watch Spartacus. Spartacus will show you a bunch of Edomites up, and they'll have 1 or 2 Jakes in there. You know what I'm saying? But mostly there was Jakes, man. That was gladiators in our Rome. You know, that fought them battles, man. Before the Olympics were called the Olympics, they were called the Olympiad. Okay? That was actually during the time when Yahushua got crucified. It was during the fourth Olympiad, during the time of Pontius Pilate. You know?
Hey, even these passport bros, they be going over to like watching these interviews with Jakes in Korea and Thailand. They say one thing the woman always said to them when they like interacted was like, "Are you physically endowed, man?" They always go into that shit, man. They're expecting you to be a fucking monster, man, in the bedroom, man. You understand? And he was like, "Yo, they got really explicit about it, man." He was talking about that woman out there in Thailand and the Philippines. It was like they get explicit about it, man. You know what I mean? But that's a known fact, man. Even here in America, man, these are so-called white women. You know what I mean? They always that the whole BBC concept. You
That's
understand?
what it's time when you what was it? What was that movie? It was you had the Edomite woman. They was in slavery. They was grabbed.
Good boy.
No, it
Trump?
was Yeah, Trump.
Mandingo.
Mandingo. So the Edomite woman, she'll be filling up on Jake. They go to grab him and shit like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something these Edomites they fantasize about. White chicks. You know?
Jake.
That's part of the Lord, making us above.
Jake.
As it's written.
And then you had they would have envy towards the man, they chop the man's rod off and shit.
Yeah, cut his balls off, make him
Yeah.
a eunuch.
Yeah,
They done that to plenty of Israelites, man. Made them eunuchs, man. Which really it was all Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, because a lot of you Israelites, going back to the time of 70 AD, the Lord told y'all, man. He told you before it happened. It was about 30 years, I believe, before it happened. It was Yahweh Shai, I think it was maybe like 323 Anno Domini, in the year of our Lord, like 323. And then 70 AD came after his death, you know what I'm saying? He told you to get up out of Dodge, man. He told you pretty much, you have a law that 3 times out of the year, all your men should appear before the Lord. Right, for right now, that's our law. He pretty much told you that. You that is on the rooftop, go not down back into your house. So you could have been away from your house, you could witness afar off what was going on. You were supposed to get out of Dodge. And you had Israelites coming to Jerusalem and got caught up in the madness, man. Caught up in the melee. So it all transferred over here. The Lord started whooping your asses. Remember what they said? Let His blood be upon us and our children. You could just imagine the crowd of people that was against Yahweh Shai. Even though you had certain people that actually spoke up for Yahweh Shai, it was all according to the Most High's plan. Yahweh Shai couldn't shake himself of that position. He couldn't shake himself of that position. They asked Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate was the biggest advocate for Yahweh Shai getting off. When you read the history, he was telling them, yo, look, do not so. He's not worthy of nothing of death. That's why Yahweh Shai made a statement. He said, truth is from heaven. Pontius is like, is there no truth on earth? He said, you see how they speak truth on earth are persecuted by they that have authority on earth. Pontius Pilate kind of like, he was kind of stuck with the open mouth. Damn. They pushed the issue. Jews, this guy, Caiaphas and Annas, those were the main 2 that were pushing for Yahweh Shai to be crucified. And they knew he was the one that came, man. They knew the wise men came and brought him gifts and all that. They knew all that. Why? He was taking away their power. He's taking away their shine. That's why he spoke about them loving to have the seats at you know what I'm saying?
And the broad.
They're wearing the phylacteries, you know, because why they the high priest? You're supposed to reference the high priest. But when Yahweh Shai come around, you gotta humble down.
That's what John said, though. John said that I must decrease and he must increase.
Because John was spiritual. John was spiritual. Them dudes, they wasn't spiritual.
Yeah,
They were not spiritual, man. Okay? All they saw was, oh shit, he's diminishing our position.
money.
You know what I'm saying? He's messing up our bag. All right? And mind you, Yahweh Shai was younger than these guys. These guys are men of a great age. And Yahweh Shai, full with wisdom, but a young man came about. That's why the scriptures say, out of the mouth of babes.
Yeah, out of the mouth of babes. Yeah.
Because Yahweh Shai was young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was up in there kicking them with knowledge. Remember, they used to be up in the temples at how you call it? On the Sabbath day, water, all right? And Yahweh Shai was hitting them with all kind of, knowledge in the head. They're like, how the hell you know all this, man? They're looking at Yahweh Shai like, how you know all these things, man?
At a young age, too, like 12.
Brother, the scripture say the spirit was poured out without measure. You know what I'm saying?
He was endowed with the spirit.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He had the new covenant within his flesh. Mind you, the word, look at this free Yeah, so like, that's a man. That's a man. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, man, that time's gonna come too. Yeah, you know
The
what I'm
ice
saying?
cream truck is coming.
Oh yeah, shit. You know, that time is gonna come. You know what I mean? But hey, and that's a part of being in this work, man. Yeah, we suffering right now, but guess what? In the future, we're gonna be on top, Lord willing, we the elect. Forever and ever and ever and world without end. And guess what? You're not gonna die, you're not gonna get old. Most is gonna happen is that your hair is gonna turn. You see how this brother got the fur on his coat? One day, his hair is gonna be that color. You know what I'm saying?
Some can't hear that color positive, like either you're the high level spirit or you die. but that's true though. You come to see a young, that's why I show you Yahushua's glory. To see a young person like that, because Yahushua had a youthful appearance. But his hair was fully white.
It got white.
Yeah, and his beard was fully white. So
Shit.
well, they told him shit, but they envied him. They basically
on him.
it's hatred.
Cause you
And-
young.
Yeah. They gave it, he was persecuted. They tell you clearly that he was persecuted through his whole ministry. But at the same time, a lot of people believed in him. But a lot of people didn't want to admit to who he was because they didn't want to get cast out of the synagogue. Because they knew that anybody that testified that this man was the man that's written in the scriptures, they usually get persecuted.
Yeah.
They wanted to approve more men than the glory that came from the Most High.
That's right.
Which is forever. So whatever you get in this world is all temporary. Like you see all these things, the more you learn and understand this truth. LeBron James ain't nobody to idolize or even to. Nobody's supposed to be idolized. But he's nobody to admire. Jay-Z ain't nobody to admire. Who else is one of these rich niggas? Floyd Mayweather's nobody to admire. Jamie Foxx, Deion Sanders, all these niggas is nobody to admire. The only person you're supposed to admire is Yahushua. Because he had the keys to the kingdom. All right, he gave it to Peter, and then boom. Once he comes back, he's gonna set up a everlasting righteous kingdom. And he said, "What? We're gonna eat with him in the kingdom." He said, "What? I will not drink
Until.
He said he's not gonna eat until he set this kingdom, which is gonna shows you that it's gonna be something that's set up on this earth. Because in the heavens, they're not having fucking fish fries. Like one of my favorite movies is Green Pastures. They show you the truth, but then they exaggerate. All right, ain't nobody in heaven smoking cigars. You know what I'm saying? Having drinking, most high coming drinking custards and all that.
Custard?
Yeah, all that stuff is just what they added to it. Because in the heavens, they neither marry or given into marriage. Like the angels, the most high in the heavens. They got their own glory up there. Whatever they're doing something. There's no idle time with the Most High.
It's spiritual.
Especially up there. Down here, there's idleness. But up there, there's always something moving. There's always something going on. But now, according to this world, that drinking and eating is for this realm.
It's for the flesh.
It's for the flesh. Yeah.
It's to nourish your flesh.
Michael don't drink no wine.
Lunch break.
They don't take a lunch break.
Oh, they're on lunch break.
They're at the barber shop.
Getting trimmed up, man.
Getting trimmed up. Arguing about he's the best MC. He can Jay-Z or not.
Or putting their garment in the dry cleaners, like, yo, I gotta go pick up my joint for the dry cleaner. They got a different glory. And some of the angels, not every angel get to stand before the Most High, but certain angels, their glory, they get to go into that room. Where Yahushua is at now, but eventually Yahushua will come down.
It's a rank and file.
That's what Gabriel said, what? I stand before the Most High. In the Green Pasture movie, Gabriel had the trumpet. And he's about to play. Most High looked at him and he's like, "Now, Lord, I just wanted to get the feel for it." Because once that trumpet goes, it's over. And once that last trumpet goes, the Most High is going to bring this fucking world down.
That's heavy. He said that because you got the 24 elders,
Mm-hmm.
and the Raphael said, "I'm one of the seven.
One of the seven.
I'm one of the seven angels that stand before, the Lord,
Yeah.
delivering the is it the prayers?
Yeah, he's a healing angel. Yeah, delivering the prayer. That's right.
Paul Ya'Allah.
Oh yeah,
Because before you send your prayers up, well, the angels will light incense and they'll make the atmosphere pleasant. So when the Most High hears it, he's in a good spirit. Because he don't want to set up incense. Where'd that come from? They didn't come from the angels, it came from the Most High. So you got to set it up before you bring your petition to the Lord, so the angels will light the incense, but you gotta make it short and brief. Because like the scripture, Solomon says that what the Most High is in heaven, you on earth, so make your words short, comprehending much. Because you don't want to, because the angel got to go and present this. You don't want to give a fucking 17-page essay like he's Santa Claus. Like you just, you know what I'm saying? You just going endless. You got to say what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because he, like Yahushua said, he already know what you need. But he has pleasure in you asking for it. You have to put your petition out there. And you have to believe whatever you ask for, you're going to receive it.
That's glorifying. And when you take the time to, you know, get on your knees and pray,
That's right.
that's glorifying the Most High. And he sees all that. You know, when you take your time, whether you pray 3 times a day or how many times a day you pray,
Well, you should pray as much as you can.
come. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know you can't. Sometimes you can't. How you call it? You know what I'm saying?
No, we all fuck.
Yeah.
We all fuck up, but you always got to be in your mind to stay fervent in prayer. Cause that's your spiritual power. Prayer.
Ask the Lord to be with you in all things. When you jump on the road, when you go into work,
That's right.
ill shit be happening out here, man. Accidents, you know, straight bullets, all kind of things, man.
I go Sam. Revelation 8, verse 1. It says, "And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels."
A moment of silence. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
All that. Can we have a moment of silence?
Yeah.
It comes from the scriptures, man. You know, for a half hour. Tell the nigga woman to shut up for a half. I gotta say something. I can't be. You know what I'm saying?
Only because we don't got no power. But let a mighty angel come and tell her. I bet you that bitch is gonna shut the fuck up for now till eternity.
You just said it around the corner.
Oh, she got dementia. She got, but she's because she's a wicked fucking woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The scriptures speak about busybodies and other men's matters. All she does is gossip and cause confusion. And now she paid for it. I don't feel bad for her. You got people look at it and feel bad for her. Like, you don't feel bad for a wicked woman like that. It was cool. That shows you. The Most High let you go on for years doing your bullshit. And now she's suffering for all her wickedness. But people ain't gonna look at her like that. They're gonna say, pray for her. What you mean pray for her?
Right.
This woman caused confusion in people's lives, man.
The whole time my husband was a son.
Oh, I ain't know that, but
The whole time she talking about people's shit when my husband was a sodomite. I think she ended up divorcing him or something like that. But he was a sodomite. He's a sodomite.
He's bisexual because I think she got a son by him.
Kind of, well, yeah.
which is really that's Esau's demonic. You a faggot is a faggot. You get in bed with a man, you a fucking homo.
Sexual.
The Lord done the same thing with Muhammad Ali. You know, he was on that streak of just, winning, I'm the greatest.
That pride,
that
once
pride.
I shut his fucking mouth up.
Parkinson's, man.
Well, the thing was, he was glorifying Allah.
Yeah,
That's right.
The Most High don't get down like that. Remember, he said he's a jealous power.
And during that time of Allah, guess who was out there? The Israelites.
Yeah.
So there's no fucking excuse. He chose. During that time, Israelite had a heavy. Remember, Israel was before Islam in America. Islam been the nation of Islam, or whatever the fuck, the Muslim Islam, whatever the fuck they want to call it. All right, it's fairly new compared to what we worship. So when he did that, he basically dismissed the Most High.
Right.
Because remember, they were out there, heavy.
Yeah, in Harlem.
There's
like
war.
that.
There's dudes. They may not be down with the New Testament, these Old Testament Israelites, but they used to go to war with them 5%ers and the Muslims. Physical fights, not like no fucking you just talking shit. People getting their head bust open. You know what I'm saying? Over who's right and who's wrong.
Right.
Our Bibles was attacked.
Yeah. See, that's how you pretty much went out. He got attacked by the Muslims in New Jersey, as the story goes, as the legend goes. He was attacked in Jersey, and they jumped him. They say he was a boxer, so as they were
And he was
coming
up in age. It's not like he was some 25-year-old man
What the
fighting. You
second?
know what I'm saying? They said he was laying dudes out even at that age.
boxing never really loses. You see the dude, George Foreman.
Oh yeah, George
He's
Foreman.
holding
Fuck.
the bag.
Yeah.
And he doing demo with him.
Yeah.
Bah! God damn. George Foreman is old as hell, man.
Yeah.
Like 70, 80 years old.
Boxing never loses. Oh, case in point, that video of the older boxer versus the younger boxer on
Oh,
YouTube.
the little short, little stocky white
Bobby
boy.
Apostle Hall.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
You kind of, you know, and the dude got up in there, you saw that as Apostle Hall and the dude Sakari. You know what I'm saying? You saw a book on his ass. The dude had said, "Oh no, stop!" He knocked his ass out, man. You know?
Yeah, that's Rocky Balboa and Tommy Guns.
Yeah,
Tommy Guns.
You know, Rocky Balboa is the worst boxer ever known to humanity. Whoever want to be like Rocky Balboa, you a fucking clown, bro.
Tommy Morrison.
Oh yeah, Mayweather Senior. He'll fuck somebody up.
Tommy Morrison, which was a real boxer.
Yeah.
He's infamous. Yeah, he died of AIDS. You know what I'm saying? You could watch a fight with him and this dude. What's his name? Merciless Ray Mercer.
He took him
You might
out.
have seen a knockout.
Yeah, he took him out.
A knockout of the century. You know? Anyhow,
Yeah.
let's get back to business.
So back in Revelation 8, and the reason why we're bringing this out is because this shows you that the prayers actually are they're being answered, man.
Yeah, they're like a sweet savior unto the Lord, like a nice fragrance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unto the Lord.
Like the incense. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's a scripture also, I think Revelation 15, that says no man enter to the temple until all the places are fulfilled. So you got a point in time that your petition is too late. Like people say it's never too late. That's complete bullshit. This is time. Once that happens,
No prayers are being heard.
that you done. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at, if you didn't make clean yourself up with the Lord,
That's it.
that's it.
That's why the scripture says there'll be much weeping and gnashing of
National
teeth.
teeth, yeah.
And the majority is going to be all these fucking women that's going to die.
That's right. Good riddance.
It's going to be a whole lot of holes. That's the first thing a broad do when you know what I'm saying, some shit happens. She start crying. But this time it ain't going to be crocodile tears. The bitch might be just crying to gaslight you into some shit. Guess what? This time it's going to be crying for real because your end has come.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is not like men. Remember the Lord sent an angel to close that altar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one was there like, damn, niggas and kids. Fuck, man. No. I gave them space. I gave them time. It's over with.
It's done.
Right? The Most High show you mercy. But the Most High get, you know what I'm saying? Ill on your ass too now. You see what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the Lord's wrath. So you gotta have that. You gotta have wrath, but you gotta have mercy too. You know? Shit, this time, Heavenly Father, you in the mercies of the Lord right now. The fact that you can hear and understand His word, you in the mercies of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Take advantage of the opportunity that's laid before you and repent. Okay? For the days ahead are dark, man. Bleak. That's coming. Okay? Right now, last night I got me a big ass chicken and broccoli pizza. Okay? And I took it back to, them days are gonna be over with, man. Soon, man. You talking about truckers striking and all that, man? What do you think is going to happen here to you? What's going to happen to you? Would you have an unlimited food source, man? Hell no, unless you got a huge family and your children are going to start being your meat in a day of distress, man, in a day of trouble. Cannibalism. That's how bad it's going to be out here, man. 10 people fighting over a can of beans. Pinto beans at that. Okay? Again, a can of pinto beans, you're going to have groups of people fighting over this, man. Because why? They got kids, and everybody's trying to eat. Why is the Most High going to bring these things?